Hello everybody, my name is Summer and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be starting the Not So Berry challenge, which was a challenge created by lilsimsies, who I'm sure you all know. Not So Berry Legacy Challenge is a challenge that kind of keeps you from getting bored of the game because you're constantly doing something new every generation, and I think that's really fun. So I am on lilsimsies Tumblr here, which I will link in the description below if you want to take a closer look. But basically there's just a few rules for this challenge, and then they list your objectives for each generation. For the rules, each heir must represent the color of the generation, whether that's hair, makeup, clothing, etc. But brightly colored skin is not necessary because they're not actually berry sims. And as she wrote, that's the joke. But that these things are optional, but a big portion of the fun. The colors of the spouses don't matter as long as they aren't part of the challenge unless otherwise stated. You can do whatever you want with them. Rule number 3, money cheats can be used but not excessively. Suggestion: use free real estate for your first home but no cheats afterwards. You can live wherever you please unless something is specified in the rules of a generation. Every generation is supposed to complete both the career and aspiration of the heir unless explicitly stated otherwise. Number 6 is to keep the lifespan on normal, which I think is going to be tough. And 7, if you play this challenge and want to share it, go ahead and post with #NotSoBerry so they can see. Cool. Well, I will link that in the description below in case you want to try this challenge out for yourself. But we will be starting with generation 1, which is the color mint. And it says here, you're a mischievous scientist that really loves the color mint. You're career driven but still make time for silly pranks and outings with your closest friends. You love luxury and want the best for yourself and your family. Traits: vegetarian, jealous, and materialistic. Aspiration: chief of mischief. And career: scientists. So we have to master the scientist career and complete the chief of mischief aspiration, master the mischief and the logic skill, and complete the elements collection. Well, overall, I don't think that that's too bad. I think we can most likely do that in one generation. So I already went ahead and made our sim here. We can take a closer look at her in a second, but first I just wanted to get us situated in a home. So the rules do say that you can use the free real estate cheat for your first home, but I kind of want to build my own and start from scratch. This is the Plumbella save file. I personally like this save file the most. I really like her community lots, but also some of the backstories of the families that live here. And they're really cute looking sims, which is always a plus. So let's find a neighborhood. I really do like Brindleton Bay, but she is a scientist, so maybe Strangerville, except I haven't played through that game pack yet, so everybody's gonna be walking around like weirdos. Maybe Oasis Springs would be a good one. She does have to be mint. What does this house look like? Well, I think I'm gonna just place her in this lot here. Finished. No, I don't really want to bulldoze it either. I kind of want to look at it first. Okay, so I got her moved into this lot, and like I said, I do think I want to build my own house, but I wanted to kind of check out this area first to make sure I liked it. I don't think I've ever actually had someone live in this specific lot, but this world is my favorite. I just think it's so pretty. And it looks like we are in summer, day 7 of 7. So let's have a look inside the house here. Looks like it's 2 bedrooms with an office, and it's pretty big but not super furnished. So I do like the landscaping. What I think I'm gonna do is I am going to go into build mode and delete the house. Okay, I knew it was going to take away my trees. That's annoying. Alright. Well, I'm going to build a cute little house. It gave me some money back when I bulldozed the lot, but I only had $20,000 to start with. I think that I'm going to try to stay under $20,000 and just see how that goes, and possibly give the rest of the money back to the game, so we're starting out without too much of an advantage, because I do think it's kind of fun to play from the very lowest point and work your way up. So I'm going to quickly build this house and I will be right back. Alright, so I went ahead and built a small house. It's actually a tiny home. It's the tier 3, so it is a small home. I haven't given any lot traits yet. I should do that quick. Okay, so I chose sunny aspect and fast internet for the lot traits because I don't know if there is a lot trait that helps with logic or mischief. So if there is, definitely let me know in the comments below. But yeah, so the lot value was $26,293, so technically we only took $6,293 or simoleons of what we didn't have before. But since the rules said that you could use money cheats, I think that's okay. But I did go ahead and bump our household funds down to $5,000. I think that would be a good amount of starting money. That way we have some stuff to work with, but also, you know, aren't totally broke. So this is the house. It's a little bit of a hot mess, but that's because I was trying to use as much mint as possible without it being too green, and some things like the fridge and the cabinets I do feel are a little green, and maybe these chairs, but I think it is in a good spot based on the stuff we have in the game. So first things first, let's go ahead and apply for the scientist career. And I do have quite a few different mods installed in my game that should make it a little bit more interesting gameplay. I have the Wonderful Whims and Slice of Life, and I know those both add so much to the game. And one of those things is different personality traits, and I actually don't know if this is part of a mod or not. They say reward traits, but she will get a personality trait. I think it's on the Myers-Briggs scale, but it takes a little bit for that to pop up, so the game can get to know how she is. Okay, so for our job, the first thing we need to do to get a promotion is to have 2 breakthroughs. And I know that you can get these by showering and playing chess. So instead of watching TV, let's do something productive and play. We also need to work on getting our mischief skill up right away. I don't play with that skill a lot, so I'm not sure how long it's going to take. But because we need to get our mischief skill up, I think it will be a really good idea to have a lot of friends. And in the challenge, it did say that while she is career driven, she still makes time for her family and friends. So I think it makes sense for her to have at least a few good friends, maybe some of our coworkers, and eventually we will want to find a boyfriend, potential husband for Mint. That way we can start preparing for the next generation. But yeah, so this is Mint. I did just name her Mint. Clearly I couldn't find a good alternate name that still meant Mint. I saw a few names like Sage and I think Emerald, and I did like those, but I feel like they're too green, and we do have a green generation later down the line, so I didn't want to get too deep into green names, so I just kept it as Mint. But if you have any ideas, definitely let me know. But yeah, so this is Mint. We have our everyday outfit on here. Pretty simple, just jeans, some sandals, and a mint colored top. Her hair is also mint, and I believe so are her eyes. And that was part of the rules where you didn't necessarily need to have green hair or eyes or even makeup, but it's all part of the fun. So I'm gonna have her play chess until she gets her logic skill up, and then I think it is already almost 9, but her needs are pretty good, and she doesn't work until Monday, so I think we're gonna go out and try to make some friends and maybe raise our mischief skill up a little bit. One other thing we have to do for this challenge is max out the elements table, which I didn't buy, so let me do that quick. And this I know is going to be really tough because there's so many of them and you just have to dig and find them, and it's all random. This room, eventually I'm going to make it like an ensuite, but for now we're just going to throw this in there because I don't have a ton of other space for it. So while she's doing that, I'm just going to go around and see if there's any dig spots, try to find some elements. I've never played on this lot before, so I'm not actually sure where all the spots are. But it's such a pretty neighborhood. I like that there's all of this stuff around instead of it just being a flat world like most of the other worlds are. Okay, so she's gonna stop playing chess and go around and dig up these spots. There's a ton over here, which is great. But I don't know if those dirt piles actually give us anything. It looks like she found a minnow. Time capsule, common upgrade parts. No crystals yet. I think metals also can turn into elements too, which good to remember. Okay, let's see if there's any other elements. This is a huge lot. I'm actually surprised about how far I can walk around over here. There's so much. It's so good. I hope the next time they spawn that they're the actual crystal digging spots, because I only saw a few. I think only one. I do know that there are dig spots all around the science lab, so that's another thing we can look at doing too. She is getting kind of tired, so we might have to wait until tomorrow to go and meet some people. So I'm just gonna have her come back home after she digs those last few spots and fill her needs a little bit. Get her cooking skill up so she doesn't start a fire. Speaking of which, I don't think I installed a fire alarm. Okay, so let's put the fire alarm maybe right by the fridge. And then we also want to get a thermostat. I think eventually we'll want to get a computer too, but I think I want to save money before I go ahead and do that. Okay, so as part of this challenge, we did have to give her specific traits. So I gave her the vegetarian, or we needed to give her the vegetarian, jealous, and materialistic trait. And because she selected the chief of mischief aspiration, she also has this dastardly trait, which means they can perform stronger and more successful mean interactions. The lover and greedy traits, I believe, are part of a mod, but I am a little confused on why they were already assigned when we haven't really even done anything yet. So I think I'm just gonna keep an eye on that. But her personality has been established. So it says she's the commander, or an ENTJ. Bold, imaginative, and strong-willed leaders, always finding a way or making one. Popular hobbies include taking leadership positions in community groups, attending social gatherings or sporting events, and playing competitive sports. Because they are so often focused on their careers, they may have few interests outside of work, or they may participate in leisure activities that also help to further their careers, which I think is a pretty good fit, actually. So that's good because it was random. It looks like she also has a neutral reputation already, which again is kind of strange, but that doesn't super matter for this generation. Okay, so it looks like she only has one more dig spot left, and then she's gonna come home. Her social's getting low, so hopefully we can go out right away tomorrow and try to meet some people. It's already 4 a.m. Maybe don't cook right now. Let's just go to sleep. Okay, I'm gonna turn the auto lights to all lights. And it's the first day of fall. Awesome. I wish that the game would have started on a Sunday, that way she could go to work today. So it looks like we have 10 days only until we're an adult, so we don't have a ton of time, because one of the following generations, it's not the second generation but the third generation, we have to make sure that this sim is still alive for that, because the third generation sim can only have good relationships with her grandparents, so that would be this generation. So we have to have at least one child for Mint, do all of the challenges for both the Mint generation and the Rose generation, so that way the yellow generation can be friends with the Mint generation. It's kind of a lot, but hopefully we'll be able to overlap some stuff. And it does look like the welcome wagon's here, so let's go ahead and change your outfit to your everyday and greet your new neighbor and invite them in. Looks like we have Brant and Brent. So we're going to greet them, and then we're going to say sit and chat here so they actually go inside. So why don't I go ahead and serve some fruit salad for us to eat? They always seem to like that. And then thank them for coming. Let's gossip about our other neighbors. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. Okay, she has no cooking skills, so this is going to come out horrible. But it is the thought that counts. Okay, so let's go ahead and call them to meal once I can. But let's just sit down and do a little bit of mischief. So let's lie about our career. We can say that we're at the top of our career and not at the bottom. We haven't even had our first day yet. And impersonate mermaids. I don't want to do any that are like super mean. And I know the hand buzzer one can actually kill. So I don't want to do that either. Mischief. Let's give fake back news. And for our aspiration, oh cool, so we have to perform 10 mean or mischievous interactions. So we're going to stick with mischievous, and I don't want these two to dislike me, but I might not have a choice. Start a rumor, and what's that spot? Okay, so it looks like we just got a notification about the personality type. So it says that that mint berry shows signs of the greedy and lover personality archetypes. Greedy Sims focus on generating as much revenue as possible and saving as much capital as possible, no matter the consequences. But their stingy approach to reality makes them appear selfish, envious, and villainous. Not all great things. Lover Sims crave intimacy, live to experience pleasure, and are very passionate. Nonetheless, with their desire to evoke love in others, they risk losing their own identity and appear shallow. So I think that's kind of interesting. She sounds like a little bit of a hopeless romantic, and the greedy thing, I guess, makes sense because she is materialistic. So always wants the best. And it looks like she does have one moodlet called Insecure. She believes that she doesn't look great. Aw, she looks amazing. You can use the mirror to try on outfits or just feel confident to increase the chance of getting past this insecurity. So it says recovers in 3 days. That's interesting. I think that's also from a mod. Alright, so let's finish up these mischief. Let's instill with false confidence and claim to be a criminal mastermind. These people are gonna think that we're psychos. Okay, she's going to take a shower because she smells, so that's fine. She can do that. These guys are just chilling in our house, but I'm gonna steal their what was that? A fruit pie? I can never remember the name. Gourmet fruitcake. Alright, so they're leaving. Probably thought it was weird that I just started showering when they were over. Okay. So I'm just gonna have a peek around quick, see if there's any other collectibles we can grab. There are some, so let's go ahead and dig. We are going to have to do this a lot because we need basically all of the crystals and metals. Not all of them necessarily, but we'll probably get most of them by the time we actually get all of the elements. Dig. I don't even know if these can get me crystals, but let's just try again, and if we don't get it this time, then probably not. But if you know, definitely let me know in the comments. And let me know of any other ideas you might have for this challenge, because I think it's going to be a lot of fun, but I definitely want to keep it interesting. Okay, I think that's probably all of them. And I don't know why she has bright red lipstick on for her outdoor wear, but it kind of looks good, so we're just going to leave it for now. looks like we only need to be mischievous 3 more times, and then we also have to be disliked by 2 Sims. So once she gets home, we are going to give this woman a rude introduction because she's just standing outside our house, and that's really weird. Okay, let's see the stuff we're finding. We have 2 time capsules, a minnow. Ooh, we do have 1 emerald. I'm gonna sell the fish. I'm also gonna sell the upgrade parts because I don't really think we need them, and all of these I'll sell too, but I'll wait till she goes home to open them. Okay, oh, where'd she go? Oh, catch butterflies. Oh, that's so cute. This is her outdoor wear. I'm not sure if I like it or not. The jacket looks kind of funny, but... Open that. And let's go talk to this woman here. What's her name? Supriya? I probably said that wrong. I'm very sorry. We're gonna give her a rude introduction because we need to be disliked by 2 different people. So we're also going to be mean to her and pester her. We're feeling a little playful, so let's also argue about career. Maybe we found out she has a job that we think is dumb. And we'll claim to be a criminal mastermind too. So she's just gonna think we're a little crazy, but that's okay. Are you gonna do it? No thank you. I don't understand. What's going on? Oh, I guess we're not talking. Okay. Alright, let's see. We have to use the restroom, so let's go ahead and go back home. I think building on to this house might be a little difficult based on how it is right now. I think I'll have to bump it from like this side. I guess maybe this side. I'm not sure. But it will definitely need to get bigger, especially when we start having kids and someone else moves in. I'm also going to turn off the Bust the Dust kit because I don't want to have to stomp on a million dust bunnies. And I'm also going to opt out of being famous because it's not really necessary for this. She's just a scientist and I don't really like getting the phone calls for the fame stuff, to be honest. Okay, so she's gonna play in the rain a little bit. I think I'll let her do that. She's so cute. Oh, turn around. Oh, well, she's going inside. I tried. Alright, so I think that kind of wraps it up for this episode. In the next episode, we will have her first day of work. Hopefully get our first promotion. We still need to get 2 breakthroughs, so I think we'll just have her play Logic before she goes into work. She doesn't start till 10 a.m. Hopefully she'll get a breakthrough and then maybe a second breakthrough while she's at work, depending on what they have us do. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this series so far. I know that the first episode is a little slow, but I think it will be a lot of fun. Definitely let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys.